about me. Wow, yeah, you know, Tanya really didn't know after that show that she would come up here and tell a story. And she told me, I ran into her and she said, "Frame, I started writing poetry," and she just was glowing, and she'd just done her first poetry reading, and she was like, "One day I'll take your storytelling class," and I was like, "How about right now?" And she said, "Let me think about it for 12 hours. And the next morning she said, "I'm in," and aren't we all so good? Final storyteller of the evening. October has been telling stories for about a year now too, and it just like another delightful, everybody's so delightful that you've seen tonight, quite obviously, and her answer to the question, what is my favorite childhood story, is she had a pink stuffy mouse named Chi-Chi. Please go bananas for your final storyteller this evening, October Moore. After 5 years in New York City, pursuing my dream to be an actor, I didn't have much to show for it. I had studied at a wonderful conservatory in the city for a few years and built a ragtag community of other actors and playwrights that dissected scenes and saw everything that we could afford to see and practiced in front of each other and wrote each other monologues and just lived and breathed this world. And I fell more in love with acting while I was there and grew an even deeper respect for actors and how easy they make it look. And after 5 years, I was pretty defeated and exhausted and very broke. The closest that I got to Broadway was my little like Spanish Harlem apartment, and I couldn't get in front of an agent with my comedic and dramatic monologue, and it just wasn't looking good. So in my defeated state, I had a plan, and I was going to come back home to Portland for 6 months. That's it. And get some fresh air and a little slow it down, save a little money, get a fresh perspective, and go back, just full of piss and vinegar. So I sublet my room in the Queen's apartment, and I came home. When I got here, a friend asked me if I'd like to manage a new like up-and-coming nightclub in Portland, Oregon. And I said yes, because all I had experience in was the service industry. I'd been a busser, a waiter, a bartender, and now of course I'll manage a club. So being home, kind of the ease and the inertia of being back in Portland started to settle in, and everyone that I ran into that I knew previously or was meeting for the first time, you know, what are you up to? Just, you know, failing at life. I wanted to be, like, it's just, I remember I barked at somebody one time and they asked me, I was like, why is that so important? Like, I just cringed. I was so ashamed. I was so embarrassed. I was one more fucking cliche about a kid who left town to go make it big and returned home with her tail between her legs. And it was heartbreaking. And I'd spend my weekends and all week at this nightclub, and I think that's it for that part. Okay, great. Do you think I pronounced something? That's gotta be okay, right? Okay. So, then one night, one of the regulars at this club came in, and he owned the Extras casting agency here in Portland, Oregon. And I'm sure I mentioned some pathetic time that I had studied acting in New York, and he asked me, would you like to audition for the female lead in an infomercial for a personal security device? Yeah, I would. And I prepared. An actor prepares. And the story of my character is, she is a female home alone. She wakes startled to the sound of intruders in her home. And then she protects herself with this fancy personal safety device. So I practice, and I, of course, build a backstory for my character for the audition, and I practice, waking up like just startled, or waking up like, oh my God, it's my whole body. Like, how am I gonna wake up? And I go in there, I'm off book. I've memorized all my lines for the audition, and I booked it. I fucking booked it, okay? Also, first time on a set, on camera, and I'm gonna get paid. Yeah. Now, back in the day, before Portlandia and Grimm and all the good things that happened here, we were a bit of a mecca for infomercials. I don't know if you remember the Bowflex. Shut here. Okay. Tai Studios, they're just cranking them out. And so there were these like 30 to 1 hour long infomercials for a variety of things. So, it's my first day on set. My only day on set, sorry. It's my day on set. And I'm ready. And my character, she's married, newly married, to a businessman, and he's away on business because we live in a very big house, in a very nice neighborhood, room for the children to come. I haven't told him yet. But I'm 6 weeks. So I'm with child. And I definitely went abroad for like 2 semesters in college, so I can hold my own, okay? I'm okay with being home alone, I'm not nervous. So the scene starts, I'm in bed, I do a subtle startle, wake up. And I wake up, I can hear the intruders. I pop out of bed, I'm quite young. And I pick up the cordless phone, I call 911. There's somebody in my house. I give them my address, I hang it up, and then I open the nightstand drawer, and I pull out this very large, very heavy, very black Cobra Stunlight. Oh, I'm ready. As the intruders are approaching, I back myself into the corner of our bedroom near the bay window that overlooks the beautiful backyard and the armoire that we inherited from his father's side. And I have bruised myself backing into this corner so passionately at every take because, yes, I have method. And I'm in the corner and I'm prepared and I've got my Cobra Stunlight and I'm gripping fear but ready. Then we have to do like a close-up of the actual product. So I have to, grip with passion but not too tight because then your like fingers are all red around the, flashlight thing and you gotta make it look good so it's like in finger acting. We get that scene. So back to the drama. Back into the corner, and then the other actors arrive. We get to act together. And two other actors show up as like cat burglars with like black shoes and black pants and a black hoodie and a black beanie and black gloves. And they come in, and I shine my powerfully LED strong, like blinding headlights of today. and a red laser pointer, and the one in the back right at his forehead, and he says, "Oh, there's a laser! She's got a gun! Come on, let's go!" One fucking down, one's gone. I've already eliminated one intruder out of my beautiful bedroom. Success. So, it's just me and this other guy, and I wonder, can he tell that I'm pregnant? Like, I want to talk notes. Like, is he more Sam Shepard, or is he like Samuel Beckett? Like, what? Oh, I'm so excited to discuss after. And so he looks at me, and he says, "You're not gonna shoot, are you, honey?" Okay. 2 semesters abroad, I am not taking this shit. So I back up, and I pull the trigger, and out is released a white, frothy, like stream, arcing stream of what looks just like semen, but is mace. Pretty much in his mouth. And he's coming down. Drops the knife. He's choking on the mace on the floor. Mission accomplished, the Cobra Stunlight facial. I have done it. I have one more scene. So, I'm outside now, and all the other actors are in police uniforms or neighbor uniforms, and we're standing there. I have a pink cozy robe on. And I look around. I'm okay. I'm okay. I did it. Later, there's a Roomba audition. I booked that. I start looking into voiceover work. Before everybody has a voiceover home studio, and it's really hard to work. And I get back to classes, and I quit the club. I quit my job, and I vowed that I would figure out how to make it as a working actor. It's 20 years later. I am still a working actor. And I have a lot less, if any, no embarrassment and shame about leaving New York when I did. This has been my path. But I am still just as meticulously prepared when I show up to work or an audition. Thank you.
What a joy it's been to finally see some of these stories see the light of day. They can tell you that their stories that they thought they were going to tell before this class ended up a little bit different than on stage, which is always part of the joy of it. I hope you all will go out and talk about these stories and enjoy the conversations that they create, and have a really wonderful night and go out and make your own memories and stories. Thank you so much.